Girl, we got some tea?
With the honey and the sugar.
Nah, we gonna need some wine for this one.
Well, wine me, please.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Wine Me Please podcast. It's our favorite trio, Shaniqua.
It's your girl Dominique.
And Candace.
Woo, 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 woo. And we are here to serve you this tea. Or this wine, I should say. Okay, Candace, tell me what we talking about today.
We are talking about fashion and self-expression. Do you want me to go to a little bit more detail, or we want to leave some mystery?
Leave some mystery.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, that's fashion and self-expression.
Okay. Well, what's our wine for today?
We have the Akiyoshi 2019 Viognier. I hope I'm saying that right.
Let's give them black.
It is a ripe summer peaches drizzled with rich wildflower honey, soft flowery aromas floating past your nose. Yes, David's refreshing white is what's sweeping and romantic, and it'll definitely make you swoon. Fruity white. So it pairs well with grilled chicken, with a slightly sweet, tangy marinade would be a sporty match. Sporty. Diverse scallops snapped with a citrus ponzu reduction could be a perfect match. Or Dungeness crab and a sourdough bread.
Thank you.
So for here, it has 14% alcohol. So we're doing pretty good. I think that's a nice little balance right there.
That's
14%.
a lot of balance.
Mm-hmm. And for our charcuterie board, we have crab cake. I'm excited about that crab cake.
I'm just going to say, to have a crab cake, it's like stepped it up 12 notches.
I wasn't understanding. I was just like, oh, that's so nice.
Okay, like,
I be
that's
trying.
nice. And the description of these wines sound like sex romantic novels.
It sounds like really romantic. I was like, okay, Akiyoshi.
who wrote these?
Akiyoshi.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay, cheers. Roll it, sip it, sip it. It smells sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It smells sweeter than what it is.
Yeah, because it's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be based on the smell. But that's actually good because I don't like really sweet wine.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel
It has
like
a nice balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could do this.
Okay.
It has a nice bite to it.
I'll give you a fork.
Please and thank you. Thank you. Do you mind switching?
Sure.
Now I want
Thank you.
Can you tell us about this crab cake that you got from
Well, I got it from the place we ain't supposed to get it from.
oh, my
Target.
bad. I wasn't supposed to ask you that.
It's
then.
fine. Look.
Things
It be like
happen.
that. It be like that.
Sometimes
so I figured since it said like the wine goes well with like crab and sourdough, I'm like, okay, well, crab cake should be a good like intimate. Is it good?
You saw the way she passed out? I had to give her that moment. I was like, I see you there.
Oh, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't been to Target, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I ain't expected to hit like that though.
No,
For
yeah.
like a pre-made,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's pre-made. All I did was pop it in the air fryer for like 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
y'all,
Convenient.
Super convenient.
I'm about to
So
go
a nice
to
little party
Target.
snack.
No, okay.
How many
It's in like the
cans?
orange packet. It's 4 in a pack.
4.
Yep. So it's one back there for you, Spencer.
I'm good. Thanks,
You see her face?
Cause you want it.
No, I don't need it. But you should try it.
We be having to feed our videographer back there.
Oh
Like,
I brought a full breakfast.
no. Catastrophe. I'm gonna eat it.
you seriously don't want to try it.
Now you have to have beef on the set.
Right. Now we finna have beef on the set.
Showtime's fun back in the day. I'm a very basic bitch eater, so I'm
Not a basic bitch
I'm
either.
not very open to trying new things.
Oh my gosh, we gotta get you together.
Not you a chicken tender.
I was just about to say that. He a
French
chicken
fries.
tender.
I actually don't like chicken. I don't want the chicken tenders either. I'm good on that.
Okay,
Give me some
grilled
Give
cheese.
me some grilled cheese. No, I need meat and potatoes.
Okay, y'all, we gotta get to the show.
Okay, yeah.
My bad.
I throw this shit out.
You so silly.
Roz ain't eating on this morning either.
You was tearing that up.
I was gonna edit that out, but it's gonna look crazy when I edit it out.
Nah, you ain't gotta edit out. It's all good.
Y'all, she's
okay,
sick.
going.
Right. She was tearing that
It's all
up.
good.
I was like, let me save
I
a little.
might eat my food. I was like, you know what? We're gonna eat up in the tennis.
I'm gonna save a little bit of that for later because I was making a mess. But so yeah, the reason I had brought this topic up, and this is again no shade because I don't like to like start conversations about celebrity in a way that I'm tearing them down. But there was a conversation Sherry Shepherd was saying about. I don't remember what award show it was, but Megan Thee Stallion had one of those.
I think it was the Oscars.
I think it was the
Because
Oscars.
it was like the Vanity Fair Oscar after party. I think I know what you're talking about.
And she had
Yeah,
green.
and you know several other women had you know just various different outfits and things like that, and so the conversation always is approached very gently with as like this auntie mothering approach of like I'm trying to look out for you guys kind of situation, and what someone I can't remember who brought this up, but they were like, there's always this conversation about the girls being mindful of what they're wearing versus like be that same auntie to the boys when the boys are out in the streets picking up guns and running wild, not going to school. Whereas that same auntie conversation of, you know, get them back on track, it's always about the girls. And so that's the conversation of like, where do we draw that line of like, are we being judgmental where, you know, about what young girls are doing? Is it from a place of concern, or are we not holding people accountable of like predatory behavior? You know what I mean? Things like that. And then how much of it is it self-expression and how much is it harmful, you know, truthfully harmful.
Right.
Because I'm open to that conversation as well. So it's kind of like, yeah, let's have that conversation.
Yeah. So, and it's interesting because is it Felicia Rashad? Is that how you
she had and
she was on Breakfast Club recently.
I saw that too, and everybody again, it's about that approach.
Save time for the eyes behind closed doors and all other stuff, and I'm just like, what? Like, why is this constantly a conversation? Like, personally, I feel like just let people wear what they want to wear. Like, at the end of the day,
thank you.
You're welcome. At the end of the day, like, just because somebody wears something doesn't mean, like you said, doesn't invite you or the next person to come and like attack them or whatever. Because that's usually what they're trying to say. It's like you're setting
in a gentle way. They're trying to say that
you're setting these people up to like want to come at you a certain way. When in reality, people gonna come at you how they want to
regardless.
You know?
There's actually an exhibit in New York taking place, and it's called "What I Had On," and it's just clothes of people. It's people's outfits posted of what they had on when they were sexually assaulted.
And they probably a bunch had on regular ass
you'll
clothes.
see like 5-year-old's pajamas. Or like, you know, things like that. So people definitely have to do away with the idea of like you are inviting it in, because if that's the case and you can take it that far, that women who are being sexually assaulted, whether it's verbally or physically, are inviting this to them, then you will also have to take it to the same account when young black boys have on hoodies and are walking down the street and they're being attacked by the police. Are you going to say that they invited that abuse in?
Right.
Like, so you have to look at it in both perspectives. But I think what people have to, even like the Sherry Shepherds and the Felicia Rashads and all that things, they have to take into account, one, a person's brand.
Yes.
Megan Thee Stallion, since she was brought up, I'm just going to use her as a point of reference. Her brand is very self-expressive and taking control of my sexuality. And my sexiness and sex in general.
Yeah.
That's her brand. Also, they're in Hollywood.
Exactly,
this is accepted. Now, would I expect to see, would I be okay seeing what she had on in fucking Target,
right?
or just Walmart, or at a kid's party? No, exactly. I wouldn't. Right. But you have to take into account the context of it, where they are. Like, you can't just be like, oh, well, no, that's inappropriate, because no, for the situation, it's very appropriate. You know, and I think that they ignore their part. I think people ignore their part in general. Like, I was going to a club. Want me to dress like a nun?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't inviting anything in. Yeah. I was fitting the scene and the occasion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I think people also be thinking, I think it's like, I don't want to say like a sense of jealousy, but it's like maybe you don't feel as confident, being able to pull something off like that as somebody else. I mean, because Meg Thee Stallion wearing it, that ain't nothing new. We saw Lil Kim do it how many years ago?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, she the trendsetter for that whole look, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, we go back to Marilyn Monroe. We go back then. You know what I mean? Women were always kind of showing provocative in some type of way and being judged for it.
Exactly. I think it's tough because like they gotta be, everybody should be able to express themselves how they how they want. And it's just like when we listen, like when rappers be out here rapping, some of the rappers don't even do half the shit that they rapping about. Drugs, killing, all the other stuff. They just they fit in the narrative. That's just what they want to do. That's their brand or whatever they building up. And so if a woman wants to wear, or a man or whoever wants to wear something that's provocative, quotes, like, let them be. She ain't harming nobody.
Right. And then so where do you guys feel about that conversation when they're saying that these women are role models when it comes to...
I hate that. I hate that.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Because I feel like it's almost an excuse for... I understand
because
a lot
they didn't ask to be no role models.
At all.
Not for your damn
kids. And it's not the internet's job. It's not the internet's job to raise your children and instill values in them. Exactly. We watched that same stuff. We was not out there doing none of that stuff.
Right.
Juvenile backed that up. We still get wild. We was not doing that stuff. And so not to say that not all girls weren't doing that stuff.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like we didn't all internalize the music in that way and take it personal. So it all depends on your parenting style as well.
My mom had to tell me to stop singing certain songs because I obviously did not know
what the words meant.
Exactly. So like I'm up here singing a mess out of 7 o'clock.
Right.
And my mom was like, shut up.
You ain't cruising nowhere. You going to sleep.
Exactly. You're on the way to school. Let me turn this off, But yeah, I think that's unfortunate because one, I wouldn't look at a male. No one looks at males for the most part and say that you guys are the role models for, these young men. And sex is sex. People talk about sex all the time. Like if women talking about sex, like in their music, like it's natural. Like it's taboo, but it's natural for women to just talk about sex in general. Sex is sex. She want to talk about sex getting hit from the back, but it's okay for him to talk about the homie that he just got down on and the drugs that
the drug epidemic
dealing,
yes, all of it,
the shooting and the killing that's going on,
and him talking about sex,
and him talking about sex, exactly. So it's but you never really hear like, oh, you're the role model, and they need to understand that at the end of the day, these are people's jobs, and they're doing what they do to get their coin.
Right, they're entertainers.
A Young Miami had said before they was like, do you want your daughter to be a city girl? She was like, I don't want my daughter to be anything like me. I don't even want her to listen to my music. And they was like, well, if she said this about her daughter, why would you let your daughter... Exactly. Why is your daughter listening to Young Miami at freaking 8 and 7?
Right. Like, that's your...
That is adult music. It's adult
entertaining
music.
Adults.
Yeah. But one thing I can say that's a little bit different from this may be going off from the fashion expression thing because we're going into music a little bit. But we actually had childhood artists.
Yeah.
I don't know one childhood artist now, currently.
Yeah, no, that's true.
We had Sammy, we had Bow Wows, we had the Lil Romeo, we had B2K, we had Destiny's Child. They started at 15, even though they shouldn't have been singing what they were singing either.
That's true, too.
Like, we had so many we had the NSYNC, who else was the 98 Degree? Like, we had so many, we had so many childhood artists that we could listen to, and now it's like that just isn't really a thing.
Yeah.
Shanique was saw in my house. I was Gracie cornered out.
Baby,
we was just Gracie's corner. We was Gracie cornered.
Like,
I know Gracie's corner too. Yeah,
because that's the only kid friendly music.
I didn't realize that really. It's not that many, and if it is, I don't know them like that.
It's only like one little girl I know,
Lele.
I don't even know Lele, but Van. She's really young. She's like maybe 7, maybe.
And I think she didn't go. Does she be with Do she be with what's her name daughter?
T.I.
T.I. daughter. Yeah.
Yeah. but there's like
not
no
like
in
making
between.
kids music. Like I did some teenagers making some adult music. So.
Yeah, that's how
I don't know.
It's no in between.
Yeah,
exactly. So I mean, at that point, it's the music that you had as a kid is still available. Let them listen to that.
Yeah, because I'll still turn some Britney on. Oops.
I did it again.
Again, didn't know what she was talking about.
No,
Right.
seriously. But yeah, but even back to just like expression and self-expression. Even in music, like as adults, they have the right to express themselves freely how they want to, and no woman is gonna sit up there. And they have to keep up the image.
You know, the one thing, because even with Felicia, when she was making her point, like she almost had me until that, and then what man? Oh my gosh, that always burnt. Like, what man is going to want you? I hate when that becomes the topic, because I'll be like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
like
that's what some of the people in the comments were saying. They're like,
that's where you lost me. That's why I have to pivot. Why does it always have to be male centered? Why does it always have to be male centered?
But this entire world is male centered, though. I'm not even gonna go into that right now.
Well, that's part of the conversation, because I feel like that is what instills a lot of shame in what our body image and like the whole concept of what we reveal and how we like the modest versus the provocative woman, this internal beef that we have with each other where we can't embrace each other because of that male gaze, because it's almost like fighting for attention of the male gaze.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think it is a conversation of just that embracing each other's perspective on that.
And I think some people need to understand that, like, women do it because they want to do it. Like,
it don't even be about
that.
men.
They
oh my goodness,
that concept.
Oh my goodness,
it's like they can't grasp it at all.
At all,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, a girl's compliment, a friend give me a compliment, that's gonna take me so much higher than a guy like in my post.
Because I know that you know.
I'd be like, ooh, that's because I know you got taste.
Right.
I know you got
like,
taste.
You know what it took for me to pull this together.
And a girl's compliment is very detailed and focused.
Because you understand the process.
Exactly. Oh,
shoes.
Okay, stripes.
Earrings.
You know, exactly. Okay, blush.
Okay, hair.
Right.
Okay,
exactly.
If a dude said that to y'all, you'd be like, I have a name.
No, I promise you, not like that.
No.
Those are bird brain tricks.
But also, would you actually think that a dude would come?
If a dude came up and said, "Okay, shoes," I'm automatically.
But if a dude comes to me and said, "Okay,"
I like that dress.
I'm gonna say thank you. I'm gonna say thank you. That happened last night.
Good.
That happened last night.
Right,
Thank you. I was like, thank you.
No, but honestly, if a dude comes to me and just like, "Okay, dress," I'll be like, "Thanks, sis."
And I might say stripes because I like.
If you got a compliment, there's nothing wrong with giving a compliment. It's how you give the compliment. Some people just don't know how to use their words, and it's offensive. Other words of "that's a nice dress." Okay, I thank you. Thank you. Let that ass look good in that dress.
That's right. That's different.
Like,
excuse me.
Now you.
Yeah. You needed an example.
And honestly, too, just to kind of piggyback off of that, me personally as a woman, this may sound so crazy. Like, why would that make you feel more offended? I wouldn't mind you pointing out a detail more so than you. Like, if you was like, "Oh, you look beautiful," like, I wouldn't mind that. But if you was like, "You sexy as hell," like, for me, that I feel sexualized because I feel like you're looking at other aspects. Like, more gentle, even if you are, you can still say like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and still be looking at me in a sexual way. But it's not
because it might even come up in conversation later
as
like, when I saw you, that might come up later. But know that there's more to me and that you want to get to know more.
Exactly, and it's not. It doesn't feel as aggressive. It doesn't feel as like
that's all I'm
forward and just kind of like I'm just looking at you sexually. Even if you just, "Oh yeah, that's a nice dress." I walk past one day and this guy's like, "Oh, you smell really nice." I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." Yeah. But it's just paying attention to those details outside of my physical appearance actually does matter. Because I know I'm fine, but she ain't got to tell me. I mean, I ain't gotta point it out.
To be honest,
I ain't
women love the
right
process of getting ready. I think more than we like going out, but like that process of getting ready, I feel like it's almost therapeutic for us. And like you wanted to be noticed, right? You went through a process and you just enjoyed that process. So say something.
And I think even when you think about like going back to like the self-expression piece, like it's not like being in front of the media, of course, like you're gonna be criticized, right? But people are just so like, just don't take into account that the time, everything that people have went through, everything a person has went through, probably what their day was like. They probably actually finally felt nice, like they finally looked good, and then you come up here like, oh, you whore,
right? You whore,
you slutty buddy.
Shut my cornflakes. Who hurt you this morning? Like that, you could have kept scrolling. You could have said
that part.
Nothing. You could have kept your opinion to yourself. That'd be the whole
Who
thing.
pissed on you and called it rain?
It'd be.
You don't gotta do all that.
Yes.
Yeah, the people are crazy. But it's just like, just switching just on slightly. Like the whole Lizzo thing, right?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Good. Shout out to her for her journey.
Right?
Too.
She is like losing the weight.
She looks gorgeous. She looked gorgeous then too.
Right. And child, lo and behold, because remember her brand was always body positivity. You know, love your weight, love all that stuff. You know, and she was criticized for that and was like,
you can't win for losing.
Blah, blah, blah. She's on this health journey, which I know is for herself. Boom. Why you losing all that weight? And I thought this, and it's just like,
you can't win for losing.
What?
You cannot win for losing.
And one thing about Lizzo never said that she never actually publicly came out and said like, no, be fat.
Right.
She's never
She
said
just
that.
said,
embrace herself.
If you are,
and
love you how you are.
Yeah.
And when you start to love you as you are, you would want to change yourself to be more healthy.
And she wasn't an unhealthy person.
She wasn't.
She was
That girl
always
can move on
exercising. That's what I was
That
gonna
part,
say. She can outrun.
baby.
She can outlast a lot of people.
Baby, she was playing that flute, baby, and I used to play that
dancing,
flute.
singing,
That's
playing
like
the
a lot of
instrument,
control.
a lot
Breath
of stage
control.
presence.
Yeah.
So
What
I was
y'all
like,
thought?
she was never really out of shape. Y'all just want, again, this
A certain
European standard of beauty because she didn't fit into that.
Yeah, so even when she was like expressing herself, will I say that the shirt with the whole ass out, I agree with?
I don't
Right,
see that one.
not necessarily. Because
But
that
it's
is like a family
it's a
space.
time and a place for certain
It's a time and a place for certain outfits. Exactly.
I didn't feel like a basketball game was the place
I do
for that
feel like
either.
I do however feel like she just got to a point where she was just like, I'm about to
Epic.
troll y'all.
Yeah,
Since y'all gonna keep effing with me, I'm about to troll y'all.
Absolutely.
So, and then also, I would even go as far as like, if you ain't gonna teach your child how to respect a fat person gonna show their ass. You gonna learn how to. They gonna learn right into that.
That part.
I didn't see that outfit. I gotta see that.
Right? It was what was it, like 2-3 years ago?
Yeah,
The whole-
she had on
everybody
a
in my
t-shirt
was
and a
in the
whole
uproar.
ass of
Oh,
a t-shirt.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And they was so mad.
They was
At a basketball
heated.
game where kids are there filming.
They
each
was
other.
heated.
I just laughed. I was like, "That's what y'all lads get
I
for
knew that she
bothering
was
that lady."
trolling. Like, she was just trolling. Because she was just like, you won't let me even just express myself and just being who I am. I'm not encouraging people to go out to be big. I'm not encouraging people to eat unhealthy. Like, I've never set up. I'm not on YouTube doing mukbangs and slobbing stuff all over my face. So, but I'm just saying, I love who I am. And some people can't understand that you love who you are, even if you are not the standard.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I still like you. Ain't gotta like me.
Yeah.
And that may be a thing too with like the whole self-expression thing. Some people don't like that you express yourself differently from them
because they don't have the empowerment to do it themselves. Like, how dare you? How dare you walk in your power?
Because they sit in their room at night crying in the dark, miserable. Like, I wish I could just be free and open. When in reality you can, but you're, go
your
to
own
therapy.
limitations. Your own limitations. That'd be the only thing.
I feel like some older people who are kind of against some expressions need to realize is that at one time somebody was against your self-expression.
That part.
Like, there's a generation
even when y'all was wearing
you.
them damn skirts all the way to the ankles.
Exactly. They still wasn't long enough.
Right.
They wasn't long
enough.
enough.
Should have been covered.
All of this is social constructs, but nobody wants to get into those conversations. But that's just me taking it too far.
I want to get
go.
I think we have time.
I don't know. I don't even have a block on me.
But just seriously, like fashion evolves and has always evolved. And if we as Black people want to acknowledge colonialism and the African diaspora and all of this other stuff, like culturally, we embrace nudity. We embrace our bodies. We weren't shamed. I do too. And so it's just like when we, on one hand, acknowledge and know that, and the other hand, use, no offense, like even religious trauma and, even predatory behavior, things like that, to shame our bodies. It's like, that's not even natural to us. And that's why we keep having these conversations of us and exposing ourselves and expressing ourselves, because it's our natural way.
Yeah.
Not all of us are supposed to dress the same or look the same or want to express ourselves the same.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of dive into this a little bit different, but even for like people who follow the Christian belief, we was born naked. We were supposed to be naked.
Yeah.
It was the sin that caused us to cover ourselves and be shamed
that
we were naked.
We were taught shame.
So shame now in which you are expressing yourself to be naked is different. But just saying, have some grace to a certain extent, because we was born naked because we were literally supposed to be naked.
No, absolutely. And it was crazy because I wish I could remember what I was watching, but and they were talking about like how culturally those things are different, like being naked and like expressing yourself and the covering up part, and whoever it was, they was talking about, they was like, if you really think about it, like there are cultures where titties ain't a big deal. You know
They're not. They are to feed. They are to feed. That is it.
And you hang out, and I'm like, I wish I lived in that culture because I like just being. Y'all done seen how I walk around my house?
Absolutely.
I get dressed. I be like, oh, sorry, like. Look, this is my house, you know what I'm saying? We all women, we all got the same shit.
Exactly.
It's just a little booby.
I was just like, that's it, the way we make it so outrageous. Man,
I wish I lived there.
Absolutely.
Well, at least I wish that was more normalized here.
Yeah. Normalized, exactly.
Like, it's just a boob.
It's just a boob, and we all have them.
Just because you're sexualizing my boob, that's a you problem. But it's just a boob.
And then the way that people get so mad at women that breastfeed in public.
Oh,
that's
my
whole
gosh.
different topic, but
Girl,
still.
Yes.
Girl, it is.
Yes,
It is insane.
I just overheard a conversation of a lady's getting upset about a woman breastfeeding in church, and I was just like,
what? And I'm pretty sure she probably had the little cover thing getting on or whatever, and you still upset because she got to feed her baby.
If you was focused on the word, you wouldn't be focused on the titties.
You focused on the wrong shit. What you here for, the word or to watch titties?
Exactly.
What are we
I was
doing?
just like, wow. This is a brunch conversation. I was like, wow, interesting.
What are we doing? Oh, I wish I was there.
Like what
God be knowing, don't be having some conversations around me, because I be wanting to be like, why were you at church? For the word or for some titties?
So when I was younger, because one of my old friends, she had her children when she was in her 20s, and this is when I was very ignorant to breastfeeding in general. But we were at I remember we was at Panera Bread and we was eating, and she was getting ready to breastfeed her son. I was like, oh, do you need me to help you to the bathroom? Then she was like, do you want to eat in the bathroom? Ooh. I was like, clock that. Because
let me mind my
business. Because but it made sense. She was just like, you go eat in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like I'm
absolutely.
not whipping out my titty in the bathroom. Like I'm about to. She covered herself up. You couldn't even tell that she was breastfeeding unless she was just paying
all in her business.
Right. Like the baby was quiet.
You want to eat in the bathroom?
That's crazy.
And I was young.
On the floor.
I would have been like, touche.
Exactly. That's
you need some out the store. Right. Let me go run down this aisle real quick.
Do you want me to hold the titty for you?
I was just about to say, you need me to help cover.
So because my bad. Like you did that. You did that. So, pick my face up off the floor,
baby.
Because she was right. Because she was very, very right. And ever since when she said that to me, I was like, I looked at it as completely different. Yeah. Completely different. So let people have their self-expressions of clothes, breastfeeding, thoughts, whatever they want to do. It's not your business.
And parent control your own children.
Parents control it. It ain't nobody's responsibility but yours. Right. It ain't even a teacher's responsibility to teach your damn kids.
Part.
It's all on you.
That part.
Period.
Well, I feel like that was a good little starter combo. That was a good little starter combo on the topic of what we say, self-expression and fashion as we embrace this season. So y'all, wear your titties out if you want to.
Yes.
In the legal areas. But have fun and just be you and F all these haters. That's all I'm going to say. With that being said, follow us on all social media platforms. What is it? Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Facebook at Why Me Please Podcast. And make sure you are subscribing and sharing with y'all family for our YouTube. We love y'all, and we will see y'all soon. Cheers!
Cheers! And don't forget, we're not the podcast for teens, so why me, please?
And don't forget, if you want our advice, send us an email to advice@whymepleasepodcast.com.